actually feel kind of awful.
Do you? You look great, dude. Okay, so here we go. Question number one: what is your background and qualifications for this job?
I've been a certified athletic trainer for about 10 years now. I have a bachelor's and master's degree in athletic training. And through all that, I've worked with a variety of different sports at different levels, all the way from high school up to professional. I have overseen multiple staff members, graduate assistants, student athletic trainers for the past probably 8 years. So I guess that's why I'm qualified to do what I am today.
Look, you can see the piece of paper on the wall. Okay, that's
Yeah.
perfect. That's great. Okay. Question number two: why are you a leader?
Well, I have no choice really right now in my current position. I have 8 other people working for me, not including all of our students. So
And how many students do you have?
we have 12 students.
So 8 and then 12 students under
Yep.
that. Okay.
So, I have to come to work every day with the mindset, that I'm going to help our entire department move forward. I've always kind of been the guy who's taken the lead, in groups of people, whether it was back when I was a student or, graduate assistant or became a full-time, I was kind of always looking for more responsibility and more of a leadership role. I think that, is kind of what's helped me develop to being a leader. But these days, I have to come to work every day with the mindset that we're going to move our entire department forward, not just myself.
Love that. Good. Good. Number three: what changes have you implemented? So since your new position was how long ago?
It's been about 2 or 3 months.
Have you implemented anything since then? Any changes?
Yeah, we've changed a couple staff members around to kind of get them in better positions to be successful. A lot of the day-to-day nuts and bolts stuff hasn't changed a ton, just because of the timing of everything. But I have a list of probably 5 or 6 different things that we're going to be doing. Once football season's over and I actually have some time to breathe a little bit. We're really going to push forward our injury prevention models. Are trying to continue to build our relationships with the people in our athletic department with strength and conditioning, Nevada physical therapy, things like that are really going to come to the forefront and try to help us as a whole department move forward and better serve you guys, the student athletes.
Awesome. Number 4. Yeah, there we go. Number 4. Is change hard for your staff? So anything you've implemented?
It hasn't been bad, at least as far as I can tell. We actually have a fairly young staff, and most of the people on our staff are kind of ready to roll with the punches. And I think they knew, with the change of leadership that there was going to be some changes. I think it's important though to not reinvent the wheel just for the sake of it. And by doing that, it allows the change, I think, to be easier and the transition to be smoother.
Okay. 5. What is most important to you as a leader?
Most important thing probably is to make sure that my staff members and the people who work for me are, being treated fairly, handling their business, and are put in positions to handle their business, but also for them to grow as individuals and not micromanage them on a day-to-day basis. I think when it comes to like big picture stuff, the biggest thing for me is to find ways to better serve our student athletes and help you guys, student athletes move forward and have a better experience here. And for us, a lot of that is being able to stay healthy, getting healthy faster. That when you come in the training room, it's not a negative thing. It's a positive thing to come in and see us. We like to, have a little fun in here because no one likes being hurt. And, nobody wants to have to come to the training room, but we want it to be an environment be open about things, and not everyone's always in a bad mood.
Right. Like Jeremy.
Yeah.
What is the most difficult thing about leadership in health services?
Probably making everybody happy. It's damn near impossible.
Yeah.
One thing that we probably run into in here is we have 16 different sports. We have a lot of coaches, administrators that want the best for those sports, and I do too. But we have to kind of allocate our resources to our biggest issues, and still by doing that, find ways to do the best we can for the sports that may not have the biggest needs on our end. I think the hardest thing is trying to deal with a coach that really just wants the best for their student athletes, and sometimes that may be a service we can't provide based on the number of people we have on our staff. So for us, it's to tell those coaches, hey, you need to go to your administrators, you need to talk to them about these issues, because that'll help us move forward and serve you better.
He's a child. We're trying to do this. Okay. Is leadership in health different than in other industries? So do you have to handle things differently being an athletic trainer as opposed to in private sector, corporate world?
Yeah, I would think so to some degree. I think a lot of it's probably the same. I don't have a tremendous amount of experience in those other fields, but I can't just yell at someone and put them in their place and you work for me, this is what it's going to be, and this is how we do things. We have to work with people, because I think when it comes to healthcare, medical decisions, one, there's a lot of privacy involved with it, but also these are decisions that I think myself, student athletes, occasionally coaches, depending on what you're dealing with, kind of have to make together, where I can kind of be the forefront of that conversation. We can't just walk around and be like, nope, you can't do this. This isn't what you're going to do. You're not doing this because just because I said so is not a good reason, because there's a lot of powers at work here. It's occasionally there's things that maybe a guy could play through, but maybe they don't feel like they're up to it.
Mm-hmm.
We have to stand behind them because that's their decision to make. It may go against what a coach may want.
Right.
It's my responsibility to support your guys' needs. Serve you guys as well as the team and the coaches, but I have to look out for your best interest too.
So that's something you see when you're up in the staff meeting. There's 10 plus people up there for the football staff meetings.
Yeah, at least.
And then so you're dealing with someone with, say, a bum knee like me, and you have to sit there and advocate. Is it right for coaches to push, or should he sit out a day or two?
Yeah, and sometimes it's even against maybe what you want.
Right.
Maybe you don't want to sit out, but I got to say, hey Nate, we got to take today so that we can have next week. You're kind of you're at a tipping point right now. Those aren't always the easiest conversations to have.
Mm-hmm.
Some kids probably be happy to have a day off. Some people aren't. And sometimes even that stuff comes from the coaches. Like, hey, I think we should give so and so a day off. I want them fresh for this. And we work together and help make those decisions.
Right. What is the most important thing for you at the end of the day?
When I leave here, I hope that we made a lot of good decisions. Not everything probably was perfect that we did, but that we're in a good position to continue to progress in the next day. Between myself, my staff, our student athletes, it's nice knowing that when I do leave, that today's work was done, we were successful, and we can now move forward tomorrow and not have to, kind of Band-Aid up everything that we missed or, lacked on the day before.
Great. And then last question here, so probably along those lines, what do you most want to be remembered for here or say what most do you want people to think of you or know you for?
I hope that I'm either known for or in the future known for after I left or something for being a guy who really took care of the student athletes, always had their best interests in mind, and put them in the best positions to be successful.
Cool. Appreciate it, Ben.